Salutations to my fellow nation.
I'm here with you today to talk about basically marketing. It's a topic that I wanted to scratch on, being that this is my launch video to my YouTube channel. A lot of people would ask me how do you do it? How do you get around? So basically I'm here to talk about what I do. I keep it a buck. I do a lot of shit that people would consider having no life. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to my social networking like Twitter. At the beginning of this year, I had 800 followers. So basically, right now, we in March now, I have 14, 15K followers only in 2 months, simply because I sit there day in and day out and I find my audience. I don't wait for my audience to come to me. And what a lot of people don't understand is nobody's gonna really know that you're talented unless you show them you're talented. You're not gonna have a song or you're not gonna have a video on YouTube and by chance, there's people out there, but by chance you're just gonna get 5,000, 10,000 views off the back because somebody could just sit there and look at your video and be like, oh, he's talented, let's watch this. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You have to introduce yourself to your audience. You have to get involved. You have to make it known that you exist. And for these past couple of months, ever since 2014 rolled in, that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been, getting on, major blog sites. I've been contacting people. Sometimes you just have to you gotta ask for favors. And I've been just sitting there getting in contact with various, networking facilities, especially in school. Now I do marketing in college. I had a couple, buddies that knew their way around the music industry. So they got me, to talk, to get into private talks with managers, and managers would explain the concepts of how to market myself. And one of the first things that I did when I started on this road was I changed my name. For the people who knew me, they knew me as a Rizzy. And I always thought that, that name was a little bit childish. It always had it gave me that youngness to me that I didn't want people to, take me for a pushover or somebody who's just inexperienced and young. So they was try something that you would never even think about. Then again, I was I do like the concept Rizzy. I do like that. That's what I grew up with. A Rizzy, Riz, that's what most of my friends know me by. So they was yeah, you could keep that name, why not? And then basically, I don't know how we arrived at, actually I do know how, I'm lying. We had a list. It was so what do you want your last name to be like? Do you want two names? Do you want one name? Do you want Rizzy with something else? I'm yeah, I could go with the, the two name concept. And they was what, you should go with an Italian name. I'm Italian? I'm not Italian. They're you Italian now. And then that's how, they gave me a list of names, a list of Italian names. They was yo, pick one. But when you pick one, you gotta know the reason why you want this name. So I was why not? I'll try it. And I had a whole bunch of names. They had Vino. We had a lot of Lamborghini, Ferrari names. They tried to name me after cars. I wasn't with that. And then I came across Alberacci, but it wasn't spelled the way I spelled it. It was spelled how Versace or Liberace is spelled with R-A-C-E. It was Race, basically. They pronounce it Alberacci. And I'm you know what, I'm gonna just add my own little twist to it because I didn't wanna seem like I was following on that, Liberace, Versace path. And yeah, I came across Alberacci and everybody started feeling the name. And that was just one step forward to me marketing myself. I didn't have any music. I didn't have any presentable music that I actually wanted to present to people to say, this is my first, you know what I'm saying, my first impression of myself. And then I remember I had a freestyle that became something that I actually, you know what I'm saying, I actually put the time in. It was a remix to Kendrick Lamar's High Power. I felt strongly about that song. I really liked the concept. I really liked the way that he attacked it. He approached the song, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could put my opinion, I could put my 2 cents to this song, and that's exactly what I did. You know what I'm saying? I actually wrote that. I actually ended up writing the whole verse, the whole song, the whole verse in a day, and it flew. Like, I went with it. And then that song didn't get recorded until late 2013. So I had it just sitting there, and I recorded it. Then I dropped it because I felt it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this is good. Like, this is one of the best pieces I've ever actually like made. I've actually thought about and said, you know what, I could allow this song to represent who I am. 2014 came around, and I was looking for a song to push, because, you know, if you're trying to market yourself as a hip hop artist, you don't have no music, what are you doing? So I picked that song, and I started pushing it. I started pushing it one by one on Twitter, contacting my followers one by one. I kid you not, I have spoken to all 15,000 of my followers. All 15,000 of my followers I have spoken to. Yes, it is true. Imagine. And I have introduced myself. I've spoken about my music, and you know what I'm saying, I've put myself out there. I've forced them to be my audience, and it went great. The song caught on, people liked it, and I started getting onto these hip hop blogs, and I got onto WWS magazine. They interviewed me, and you know what I'm saying, it just started taking off from there. It started taking off. I started just taking it one step at a time, and basically that's just how I feel what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take your time. Everything is in front of you. You just have to utilize it. You have to use it. Social media is a big help. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, you would have to go out on the streets and sell your mixtape one by one. You would have to, you know, sell flyers. You would have to tell people about yourself in person. Nowadays, you could talk to people in different continents. You could talk to people in different nations. And you could, you know, connect with people faster on a higher scale. So people out there who wondering, like, how can I get my music out there? You have to utilize what you have in front of you. And that's social media. That's the best thing that I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, thanks for hanging in there. Thank you for all the support. Thanks to everybody, you know, my following on Twitter, my following on Instagram. Thanks to all my friends that, you know, actually believed and saw some kind of potential in me. And, man, it's my first video, man. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell me, you know, some of your ways that you get around, you promote yourself, you market yourself, and probably, you know, a lot of artists out there could, you know, because it's all knowledge, it's all things that it's out there, but people just don't know. So, you know, help other people get where they gotta get. And thanks again. So this is the part where I give them the freestyle. Yeah. Check. Rizzy in the shit. Since I'm on the scene, guess I'm sticking to the script. I read it how it's written. I'm supposed to be the sixth, so every time I do my thing, your bitch is on my, yeah. Cause you know where I come from. It's a rush hour, they rush you like you too young, but you too young to realize you too young, but life's crazy. I let my sun shine if they wanna act shady. Testing, searching for reception. Greatest man alive if you don't get my reflection. Chose to do work while these other niggas blessed in. Till death do me part and my whole body dead skin. See, it's not as simple as it seems when you take on expectations and you don't know what they mean. I'm out here selling words like it's crack to a fiend. I couldn't find out how work over telling them my jeans. I couldn't even feed my fucking family out my jeans. Making $7.25. Another fed up team making minimum wage. Till I pick up that gauge and tell them my age, I bet they won't listen. So I came up how I came up through these writtens. Until these bitches get writtens, I'm sick of giving. They love you when you die, so fuck them, I'm still living. They miss you when you blow up, I ain't rolling in those millions. Fuck they feelings, stack it to a trillion till it's breaking through the ceiling. Rest in peace to legend, only happy when I'm killing. Yeah, they made me to this villain, I got rid of all my feelings, that's the only real difference. Man, so you tell me what I gotta say. To prove I had to slay rappers that I put away. Crimes that I should've saved, hoes that I didn't save. The road I had to pave to say I had my way? Come on, at least the ladies made it worth it. Bad bitches with good intentions, that's perfect. I perfected perfectionists in my verses. I got my license through parallel parking hearses. Moving through these bodies like I graduated nursing. Rehearsing my father's pains, how much he's just sick of working. Conversing my mama's aims, said the struggle is worth it. These niggas way below average, this youngin' had to curve it. Damn, I'm a god to this rap shit. Worth more than a picture with a caption. Captain, only when I'm saving hoes. I don't care about these niggas, tell them that I'm going gold. Rachi.